Hi everybody, hello, hope you're all doing well and had a nice weekend. We had a sunshiny weekend, both Saturday and Sunday were really lovely sunny days, like summer's day actually, not even spring like. But today we're back to normal and it's 6 degrees outside, whereas yesterday out and about was 24 degrees, so I don't know what the weather's doing. Anyway, I thought today we could do some more envelopes, different envelopes. This sort of envelope, which is, I think, a coin envelope. I think that's what these are called. Hello. And imagine this is my journal that we're going to make when we finished all of these. I thought that they would go nicely there, like that. We can put something in, which I'll do when we come to make the journal up. I'll show you what I'm going to put in there. And instead of flipping the bottom flap up like that, like it normally would, I've turned it the other way so I can glue that down to there and it will become a complete flip, like so. And then, if we've coffee stained this or stamped on it or stenciled, whatever it is, it can still be journaling behind that, and kind of secret journaling. So that's what we're going to have an attempt to make today. And the paper I'm using is from this book, which is The Concise British Flora in colour, and it really is a very pretty book. Look at that. You could fussy cut some out if you wanted, but I think it's better used as a complete page, actually. It's really, really nice. I've used several of these and I've still got this one and one more. Look at that page. But Mr. F got them for me for £2 from a charity shop. So one can't grumble at that. Right, so what I did was just tore a page out of my book, and what I want to do is, so the wrong side of this is just text. So it's looking at me, it's right ways up, and I'm going to score 1/2 inch down this edge here. So let's do that. Let's just turn it around, it's easier. 1/2 inch. We're obviously not going to use the whole sheet, but I'll score it there and then we'll see. And I don't know if I need that anymore actually. However, so fold that in over to the text side, like so. And then we're going to bring this side, the torn edge, and I'm going to leave mine torn because I quite like it, over to meet it. And make sure that your bottom is lined up, if you excuse me, because that's come out of the book, so it will be straight. So let's just put that crease in there. So there we are, we've already got the makings of an envelope. So what I want to do now is, on this one I made the flippy flap 1/2 inch, so let's do that again. You could make it longer, particularly when you've got all this spare paper that I have, but I didn't, so let's make one to match, which is 1/2 inch. So give that a good crease, and then just fold that in, and then I want 5.5 inches from there. So that's the width of my would-be journal. So 1/2 inch, 5.5 inches from the previous crease down there. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's all the sort of thinking about it you've got to do. Obviously, if you're using a different book, or you're using, ordinary textbook pages, whatever you're using, your measurements are going to end up differently to mine. The width of this is 7.5, which is quite big for a book. So let's do what we did with the last one and cut some bits off. So I want to leave this, so I'm going to just angle that in and cut that off there. And then I'm just going to angle that one in and cut it off along that score line. So let's do that. Cut that off along there and just angle that like so. Then angle that into that score line and just cut along there. So there we go. So that's going to be that, that's going to be that, that's going to flip over to the back. So we just need to worry about the top. So I'm not sure if you can see those score lines terribly well. I'm not sure if I can see them terribly well, to be honest. Let's do it from this side then. So I want to leave, there's the score line along there. And along here. So I definitely don't need this piece here. So I can cut it out. I'm just going to angle that a little bit into there and cut them off. In the comments last time, Bernice said that she was making envelopes along with me, so I'd like to think that she was doing the same today, or that somebody is. If you are, let me know in the comments. It cheers me up no end to think that somebody's actually can make sense of my instructions. So I'm going to cut this score line here down to the 5.5. That's the score line there, and I'm just going to go just a little bit beyond that score line and then cut that off straight across there. So just below the score line, 1/8 of an inch I would say is what I'm doing. Keep those, are nice remnants to have. So that's going to fold in like that, that's going to fold in like that, and this is going to fold on that score line which is there, which doesn't look terribly straight, but we can fix it. There we go. So I want, as we did with the last one, I want to just make a bit of a rounded top for here. So let's just fold that over, and you're best to go by the top really, because it's the straight bit, because it came out the book. So there we are. Let's just hold on to that, and I want it about 3/4 of an inch, say, something like that. So like that, and then we'll just come down a little bit at that end. Just make it curved like so. Okay, everybody all right with that? So what's going to happen is that's going to fold over, that's going to come over to there and get glued down, and because we want to use this flap as the flippy flappy, let me fold it the other way like that, we're going to glue this along the bottom so as we have got an envelope and we've got flippy flappy, and then this is going to fold like that. Right, let me ink everywhere and then it might become apparent, just in case it isn't, because I can appreciate that the lines are not the easiest to see. Come on, Lily. So I'm going to ink everywhere that's going to be an edge. Bit of excess ink going on there, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I want to put a thumb notch in that back. Then that's going to be folded over, so I need to ink down there. That's going to be folded over. That's going to be folded over. Let's see what we've got on this side that needs doing. Down here. I think that might be it actually. Yeah, I think so. So, thumb notch. So that measures nearly 3.5, so 1 3/4 I reckon. Where's my pencil? Here it is. 1 3/4, which is about there. And I'm just going to put a piece of paper in behind it because this my punch doesn't seem to like punching through this paper. I'm using my 2-inch round circle punch, but if you haven't got a circle punch yet, use anything that's round. You know, a bottle, a cup, probably an egg cup is absolutely perfect for this job. There we go. So I need to just quickly ink around there as well. Right, so now we can start gluing it together. I think I haven't inked the inside of that. Okay, right, so I want to glue down there, then glue across there. Actually, it'd be easier to glue down there. So glue down there and glue across there. So let's attend to that now. So glue along the bottom. If you're making this up normally, not to be flippy, then you glue this part, the flippy floppy, but we're not. We're doing it like that. See what I mean? You wouldn't need to glue that because you'd be gluing this down over it. But this is going to be our flip, so our hinge, if you like. So there we go. I've got that nice edge there, which I really do like actually. And that's going to come down there, which I haven't inked either. Remiss of me. I just want to just angle that a little bit. So let's just ink around there. Lovely. So we can glue that down. There we go. There's our envelope. Easy as that. So it will be an envelope now because we've glued at the bottom. That's going to be our hinge. So that's going to go on our journal. Then it can flippy floppy like so. Glue down. Lovely. And I'll show you what I'm going to put inside when we come to make the journal up. But in the meantime, we do need to decorate it with something. So what I thought I would do is get some sorry, I was thinking of something else. Some mixed media paper. Yes. And I have got a piece here that I have already cut to size. My overall envelope measures 3.5 by 5.5, hopefully, by 5.5. This measures 4 by 2. But you can make yours anything. I just wanted still to be able to see that lovely botanical page around it. It's just dawned on me what I've done wrong. That should have been stuck over that. Oh well. Honestly, what are you thinking of today? Right, so I want to just ink this quickly. So a little bit of ink. I'm using Memento because I found it. Found it in my drawer. So I'm just using that up. So a little bit of ink on water on there and just a little bit of dibby dabby. Down there like that. That's lovely. That's really lovely actually. I like that. Let's get a bit of blue roll and wipe that up. And I'm just going to quickly dry that. I have got another one ready to go that I can show you how. Well, it should have been like. This won't take long because it's just a very thin. That's probably it by now. And then I want a sort of lilac-y coloured one. And I've got milled lavender, which is, I think, the palest of all the lavendery lilac-y ones. Let's just put some ink, down on there. We really don't need much. I mean, you know, it's for that little bit there. So don't get carried away. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. So let's just dry that off as well. Just got a nice background. Come on, dry off. Oh, Marie, I have spent that entire weekend knitting. I'm absolutely loving it. And I'm just going to ink around there. Oh, wrong dab. This dab up. Just lightly, I don't want much on, just a hint of a colour. There we go. And then I'm still trying to use up those stickers that, do you remember we unearthed 100 tons of stickers? I've lost them now. So for this one that I did, the prototype, I used pink, but this time I've got purple, and I've got purple stickers. Of course I have. So let's just select one for here. What should we have? That's quite a nice one. But then again, so is that one? Yeah, I'm using that one. They're all nice, that's the thing. It's just, I tend not to use them really. So I'm deliberately trying to make projects that I can use these up in. And given that the botanicals, well, seems like the perfect place really. There we go. So let's see if we can get this off here. I know somebody gave me instructions on how to use this, on how to get this off, and it was something like using sellotape or something. I can't remember now. And because I can't remember, I'm having to do it the way I always do it. So let's just pop that there fairly centrally. Lovely. And that looks pretty, doesn't it? I think that looks really nice actually. Used one of our stickers up, and it complements all the botanical things we've been making. And I just want to make a frame around here. So I've looked at my pack of purple papers. What colour do I want it? Do I want it dark, do you think? Don't even ask me why I bought these purple papers. Yeah, I quite like that dark one actually. Let's do that. And for this one, so much for the tidy desk theory. I cut it at 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. So let's do that. Let's get my little guillotine out. Let's cut 2 1/4. By 4 1/4. So basically what I'm saying is it's just 1/4 of an inch bigger than the white mixed media pad. And that's going to go on there. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Yes, it does. And I'm not going to ink that. I'm just going to use it as it is, so as you get the joy of the purple. There we go. Stick this in place. That's about right, I think. Anyway, lovely, and that's going to go on there. I don't want it to match this one, so about there then. Yeah, nice. So let's stick that one down. I'm going to use collall for this in case I have to move it around a little bit. I don't trust myself to get it absolutely perfect first time. So how's everybody doing anyway? I know some of our ladies aren't very well at the moment. In fact, there are quite a few of you that aren't very well at the moment. I don't know what you're playing at. But hurry up and get yourselves put right. I think that's about central there. I think so. They match, don't they, I think? Is that straight? Straight-ish? Yeah, okay. So the other thing that I did was I took my Curator snippets, stamped a full sheet on that green paper pad. Well, it was all colours, that paper pad. This is the one I stamped on the green. And I'm just going to cut out a couple of these, just so it's in keeping with the rest of the journal. Sorry, got to concentrate. Can't cut and talk. Can't be done. But if you do have the Curator stamp set, I would advise that you do stamp out whole sheets, be it on inky backgrounds or like this one was, a page from a book. That reminds me, Timmy's re-releasing his paper pads in 12 by 12 and 8 by 8, and I really don't need any. I mean, I really don't, but I have the feeling I might buy the memoranda. Well, if it comes here, so far there is no shop in the UK that has it, so it might not even make it this far. Now that's the same as that one, so I wonder if I want to do it the opposite way around, like so. I think so. So let's just quickly ink around those. I'm not adding any sellotape or anything. This is not a grungy page at all. I hope it'll go with the rest of the journal because it really isn't grungy, but I think it will. It'll be all right. Which way up? So let's pop that there. And this one. Just along there. Okay. There we go. And ultimately they'll have probably a paper clip on them just to hold them down, the top down, but there will be something coming out of them, and I'll show you when I do the journal. Those of you that watch September Snacks will know my little secret, but I know some of you won't have done because some of you have joined me since then, and so you'll discover what that is next month when we come to put the journal together. I've lost all my, oh no, I haven't. Here we go. Just want one more paper. Whoa, got two out. Oh well, not the end of the world. So let's just pop a paper clip on there. One of the little Timmy mini ones, or any that you have. Doesn't have to be Timmy. So there we are. There's our two, what do you call them? Coin envelopes. Yes, coin envelopes. And they are going to fit onto into our journal like that, which is pretty nice. I like that. I hope you like it too. If you need to imagine the background's all luscious, not just this plain cream. And of course the flip, as I showed you, on that bit there. This one will do the same on this flip here. So yeah. The thing is, of course, if you're not using them as a flip, then just glue glue that over before you put that on, obviously, and pop it into an envelope, and you've got an envelope. I'm envelope obsessed. Pop it into a pocket and you've got a great little journaling card, because there's loads of journaling inside. So that's that. I'm just going to show you once more from where we've cut it out which bits I should have glued to where. That bit gets folded in, and then we glue along the bottom, up the side, keep that bit folded in, bring that over like that. So you see on this one we've just done, I made a boo-boo, I put that on the outside. It really should be on the inside like that, so you get to see that lovely torn edge. And I'm going to make this up into an envelope so I can pop it into a pocket once we've made our journal. So I'm just going to glue that bit up there like so. And then we've still got a pocket, but this time it's that flippy that's holding everything in place. And that's just going to get paper clipped down. And look at that on that side. I mean, it really doesn't need anything, does it, to be added to it? That's just beautiful. I love that. So there's our thing to include in a pocket, and there's our 2 flips for a journal page. Okay, told you it was a quick one today. What is it? 26 minutes. It's almost a world record for me. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope, let me know if the instructions were a bit garbled or whatever, but I think you can grasp what I was meaning. It's fairly straightforward. Must be, if I can do it. All right, guys, please take care. I'll see you again really soon. And if you are taking part on the in the Mass Makes March and you're posting on Instagram or whatever, please hashtag Mass Makes March 2025. And also, if you want to tag me at Miss Paintalot, Miss_Paintalot. I love to see what you're doing, so thanks very, very much if you do that. And I'll see you again really soon. Bye.